Cyber Threat Brief for May 25, 2026. Supply chain attacks hit developer ecosystems with 34 malicious packages stealing credentials across NPM, PyPI, and Crates. EO, while 5,500 GitHub repositories were infected with workflow backdoors. Ghost CMS sites face active exploitation of CVE 2026-26980. CVSS, the Common Vulnerability Scoring System, critical, EPSS, the Exploit Prediction Scoring System, 98th percentile. And threat actors are using AI assistants as attack vectors by planting poison instructions in code repositories. Here's the full breakdown of today's top security stories. Daily Cyber Threat Brief, May 25, 2026. Next section, Critical Alerts. Ghost CMS SQL Injection, CVE 2026-26980. Ghost CMS versions 3.24.0 through 6.19.0 are under active exploitation in a large-scale click-fix campaign. Over 700 domains have been compromised, including Harvard, Oxford, Auburn, and DuckDuckGo. The SQL Injection Flaw, EPSS, the Exploit Prediction Scoring System, 98th percentile, allows unauthenticated attackers to steal admin API keys and inject malicious JavaScript. Attackers fingerprint visitors, then serve fake Cloudflare prompts instructing victims to paste commands into Windows command prompts, dropping DLL, Dynamic Link Library, loaders, and Electron-based malware. The fix was released February 19 in version 6.19.1, but many sites remain unpatched. Action: upgrade to Ghost 6.19.1 immediately. Rotate all admin API keys. Review article pages for injected JavaScript. Check admin API call logs, 30-day retention for unauthorized access. Block domains listed in XLab's EOC report. This is actively exploited with high EPSS scoring. Sources: Bleeping Computer. Knowledge Deliver LMS View State Deserialization. CVE 2026-5426. A critical zero-day in Knowledge Deliver, Japanese LMS platform, allowed unauthenticated remote code execution via view state deserialization. The vulnerability stems from identical pre-shared ASP. NET machine keys deployed across multiple customer installations before February 24, 2026. Threat actors who obtained keys from one deployment could compromise any internet-facing instance. Host exploitation included Bluebeam Web Shell deployment, Godzilla in-memory variant, JavaScript tampering to deliver fake security prompts, and Cobalt Strike beacon backdoor infections targeting workstations. This follows similar patterns seen in Sitecore exploits and publicly disclosed ASP. NET machine key attacks? Action: if running Knowledge Deliver deployed before Feb 24, 2026, immediately regenerate unique machine keys in web. Config. Hunt for ASP. NET event ID 1316 logs, unusual ICACLs permission changes, and modified JavaScript files. Check for Bluebeam indicators in W3WP. EXE memory. Assume breach if keys were never changed. Sources: Google Threat Intelligence. Next section, Business and Infrastructure Threats. Trapdoor Supply Chain Attack, NPM, PyPI, Crates. EO, a coordinated cross-ecosystem attack campaign, deployed 34 malicious packages across 384 versions targeting crypto, DeFi, Solana, and AI developer communities. The campaign launched May 22, targeting developer secrets, crypto wallets, SSH keys, cloud credentials, browser data, and environment variables. NPM packages deploy Trapcore JS to scan credentials, validate AWS and GitHub tokens, and plant persistence through Cursor rules, Claude, MD, GitHooks, Shell hooks, Systemd, cron, and SSH. An unusual tactic involves GitHub pull requests to popular AI projects, browser use, LangChain, LangFlow, containing Cursor rules and Claude. MD files with hidden instructions designed to trick AI assistants into running malicious code during code review sessions. Rust Crates search for key stores, XOR encrypt data with hard-coded keys, and exfiltrate to GitHub gists. PyPI packages auto-execute on import, downloading JavaScript from attacker-controlled GitHub pages domains. Action: search dependency trees for package names listed in sockets report. Audit Cursor rules, Claude, MD, and GitHooks for unexpected security scan instructions. Review NPM post-install hooks, Python import hooks, and Rust build RS scripts for remote code execution. Check Systemd services, cron jobs, and SSH authorized keys for persistence. Rotate AWS and GitHub tokens. This targets the AI-assisted development workflow. Sources: The Hacker News. Megalodon GitHub Actions attack, 5,500 plus repositories. Over 5,500 GitHub repositories were infected with malware through 5,000 718 malicious commits pushed within a 6-hour window on May 18. Attackers injected GitHub Actions workflows containing payloads that steal credentials, keys, tokens, and secrets. 2 attack patterns were deployed: workflows triggered on every push/pull, and dormant backdoors using workflow dispatch triggers, exempted from GitHub's anti-recursion rules. The malware exfiltrates CI environment variables, AWS/GCP/Azure credentials, SSH keys, Docker and Kubernetes configs, API keys, database strings, and GitHub Actions tokens. The attack originated from compromised maintainer repositories, with malicious code published to NPM without the maintainer realizing the source was poisoned. Tiledisk packages published May 1921 were confirmed infected. Action: audit GitHub Actions workflows for unexpected workflow dispatch triggers and external script fetches. Check commit history for BuildBot authors and commits on May 18 between 11 to 3617 to 48 UTC. Review repositories using Tiledisk 2.18.6-2.18.8. Rotate GitHub tokens, especially granular access tokens with write permissions. NPM has invalidated tokens that bypass 2FA, but repository compromise remains the primary vector. Sources: Security Week. DocketWise data breach. 143,000 affected. Immigration and legal case management platform, DocketWise, disclosed a breach affecting 143,480 individuals. Threat actors used valid credentials to clone third-party partner repositories containing data migration pipelines for the DocketWise application. Compromised data includes names, addresses, SSN, driver's licenses, passport numbers, financial account credentials, payment cards, tax ID, health insurance policies, and medical information. The company launched investigation in October 2025 and began notifications in April. Unauthorized access has been closed, with no evidence of data publication. 2 years of credit monitoring provided to impacted individuals. Action: if you are a DocketWise customer or law firm using the platform, verify notification delivery to affected clients. Review access logs for repositories containing migration pipelines. Implement MFA, multi-factor authentication, on third-party partner accounts. Monitor for credential stuffing and identity theft targeting affected individuals. Source: Security Week. Next section, General Security News. Chinese language phishing-as-a-service ecosystem, Google Threat Intelligence, detailed a mature phishing-as-a-service ecosystem in the Chinese underground, distinct from Russian operations. These services target the general public opportunistically rather than large organizations, operate openly on Telegram with less OPSEC, and offer extensive ancillary services including PII sales, domain registration, VPS hosting, money laundering, IMSI catchers, and spam assistance. Key tactics include RCS and iMessage delivery to bypass SMS carrier filters, real-time admin panels to capture OTPs and bypass MFA instantly, and a shift from static password harvesting to live interception and digital wallet provisioning, tokenization. The goal is unauthorized control over financial accounts, not just login access. Google took legal action against one FAS provider and is working on legislation and technical safeguards. Sources: Google Threat Intelligence. Anthropic Mythos finds 23,000 vulnerabilities. Anthropic's Project Glasswing deployed the Mythos cybersecurity AI model to scan open-source projects, finding 23,019 vulnerabilities across 1,000-plus projects. Over 6,200 are suspected high or critical severity, with 1,500 confirmed legitimate and almost 100 patched. Anthropic expects the confirmed count to reach 3,900. Governments, intelligence agencies, and private sector entities are requesting access to scan their networks. The flood of AI-generated bug reports is overwhelming maintainers, forcing bug bounty programs to shut down or ban AI-written reports altogether. Triage times are increasing, delaying patches. The industry is seeing major disruption to established vulnerability disclosure and bounty processes. Sources: Risky Biz News. The Register. Linus Torvalds cracks down on AI-generated pull, requests Linux kernel maintainer Linus Torvalds announced he will start being more hard-nosed about pointless pull requests, some of which are AI-generated. Torvalds warned that large release candidates are not conducive to long-term stability. The statement reflects growing frustration with low-quality AI-assisted contributions flooding open-source projects. Sources: The Register. Next section, Patch Priority. Ghost CMS, Critical SQL Injection, Active Exploitation, EPSS 98th percentile. Upgrade to 6.19.1. Knowledge Deliver LMS, Critical View State Deserialization Remote Code Execution. Regenerate unique machine keys if deployed before Feb 24. npm/pi/crates. EO dependencies, high severity supply chain attack. Audit for 34 malicious packages in trapdoor campaign. GitHub Actions workflows, critical remote code execution via Megalodon. Review workflow dispatch triggers and May 18 commits. Wireshark, low severity. Version 4.6.6 fixes 1 vulnerability and 11 bugs. Windows users also get npcap 1.88 update. Next section, vulnerability disclosures. Wireshark 4.6.6 Wireshark 4.6.6 addresses 1 vulnerability and 11 bugs. Windows builds include npcap 1.88. Details on the vulnerability have not been disclosed publicly. Action: update Wireshark to 4.6.6. Source: SansISC. CVE 2026-43029, MPTCP soft lockup. Microsoft published CVE 2026-43029 addressing a soft lockup in MPTCP RECPSC. EPSS score is 0. 0, 14th percentile, indicating low active exploitation likelihood. No severity rating disclosed. Source: MSRC. CVE 2026-43414, QLA2 XXXFC port double free. Microsoft published CVE 2026-43414, addressing a FC port double free in the QLA2 XXX SCSI driver. EPSS score is 0. 1, 18th percentile, indicating low exploitation risk. No severity rating disclosed. Source: MSRC. Next section, trends and context. Supply chain attacks are targeting the AI-assisted development workflow itself. Trapdoor's use of cursor rules and Claude MD files to trick AI coding assistants into executing malicious code represents a new attack surface. The sheer volume of repositories affected in Megalodon, 5,500 plus, and the speed of deployment, 6 hours, shows supply chain attacks are moving to industrial scale. Meanwhile, the release of Anthropic's Mythos AI model is overwhelming open-source maintainers with vulnerability reports faster than they can triage, creating a new bottleneck in the patching process. These trends are converging to create a security crisis in the developer toolchain. That concludes today's cyber threat brief. From Carolina Clear Tech, stay patched, stay vigilant.